so fortunate here to see over 50 small businesses come up from nothing. I would say the majority of them are from first or second generation. We got started with the idea of a farmer's market because this big box store used to be a Winn-Dixie. It was 26,000 square foot of empty room, and we just didn't have a lot of traffic in terms of potential tenants. So we decided maybe if we do an outdoor market that's going to raise, a little bit of foot traffic and awareness of the space. And within 48 hours, we were overwhelmed with over 100 people who wanted to have an outdoor space. And then it just only made sense to do an indoor space 7 days a week. At the very moment, I have 6 restaurants and a bakery. I have 2 big produce stands, and then I've got about 70 retail businesses. So I'm right around about 75 to 100 small businesses under a 26,000 square foot roof. We have Haiti's Honduran restaurant. We have a Guatemalan bakery. They make fresh every single morning. And we have restaurants and companies and individuals that drive all the way from Orlando and Lakeland 2-3 times a week to get some of the baked goods from the Guatemalan bakery. We have Barnyard Betty, which is the best chicken sandwich you can find. We have a Guatemalan restaurant also. We have a Mexican restaurant. We have an El Salvadorian restaurant. We have a Peruvian fusion restaurant. We've got a meat and seafood department with fresh fish, and we're slowly becoming a one-stop shop where you can get a hot meal, do all of your meat and produce shopping for the week, get a dress and pay your T-Mobile or Boost Mobile phone bill on your way out. We created over 50 small businesses during COVID when I think the rest of the country was drastically losing small business. The concept just clicked. And as we speak, we're actually building out 9 more kitchens. And so we'll basically have all our walls surrounded with hot food and kitchens from every culture you can think of. We'll have a big international kitchen market with produce around and retail at the core in the middle. So we're pretty proud of where we stand at this moment, and we're only growing for the better. Well, out of 23 units, we had 4 occupied storefronts. We had Dollar General, City Trend, Subway, and the Chinese restaurant. And the rest of the units weren't occupied. The place had been deserted for a while. Needless to say, it was a bit neglected, and there were potholes and overgrown landscaping, which wasn't inviting. And I think the community really felt that it was a sore eye in their community. So, again, we were lucky enough to have the force and the people around us to kind of take this shopping center from 0 and bring it all the way back to 100, and then have the faith of the community come in and fill in the voids and fill those storefronts and make some real business out of it, increase our foot traffic. The very first thing that we have here as a platform is we charge $7 a day. And that means that if somebody has one booth, they pay $224 a month. We pay for water and electricity, advertising, security, you name it. And where on earth can you find a platform and start a small business for $7 a day? So a standalone store, when you're looking at first, second, last month's rent, plus electrical deposits and water deposits and then initial first payments and all that, it's just not the same dynamic to be able to go in and just take a risk in life. I think that's a big reason why we saw so many small businesses fall during the COVID epidemic, is they just didn't have a platform where they could sustain themselves with 0 income and holding on to such a high overhead. So that's been our goal here, is watch the community come up. We'll come up together, and it's working. So I would say that's the main reason. The other reason is simple. You have maybe 7, 8, 9 ethnicities in here representing their culture, and so they're cross-networking each other. And when you come in here to pay your Boost mobile phone bill, you see jewelry, and you have a custom jeweler, and you have a Salvadorian and a Mexican restaurant, and you have a produce aisle, and you have meat and seafood department. So if I came in just to pay my Boost mobile phone, there's no place where you can get that much attention on your product from foot traffic that you otherwise would never cross. So I would say that's probably the most important. I think that's the idea, is from the start everybody had the same sentiment of working together and making this happen. When they came and risked all this just like us, there was nothing. Literally. There was no product, there was no shelf, there was no foot traffic, there was an empty shelf. Actually, the family that opened seafood and meat about 30 days, 45 days ago, they were one of our first tenants here. They opened the Guatemalan restaurant and thrived. Then they opened a French cafe and a retail space. And now they've decided to launch into the meat and seafood world. So they partnered up with a local butcher, and they partnered up with a local distributor. They were very smart about it because now the community knows their product and who's selling it. And so they've just immediately just been able to turnkey and operate very, very well. And you know, we're really blessed because the more options and value that people can get when they walk through the door, the better, of course. An incredible amount of county workers. God bless the local sheriff's department. District 2 has been crucial, if not the only reason that we're able to clean up and sustain this entire community. And Misty Servia, the commissioner, has been incredible. One day she blasted Barnyard's chicken on her Facebook, and literally the next day we got bombed by county workers. So thank you so much. And you know, it's just the support has been insane. From water utility department guys to the fire department guys coming in here. It's been so heartwarming to see every aspect of the community come together here. Really just incredible positive feedback. A lot of people, they want to thank and praise us, and you know, I try to reiterate, it's not us, it's the community. And when you go to every single booth and look at a different person, and what it took for them to get here 2 years later with their business, you know, that I think it sums everything up. So we've had incredible feedback. We've always wanted a farmer's market in the area, or we needed produce, or even for small businesses, we needed a platform to operate on. We've heard it all. But again, for us, we took a risk and we made, you know, the space. But the big congratulations for me is each and every individual tenant came in here and made it happen for us.
¿Por qué comenzaste a hacer este negocio? A mi esposo le encanta la cocina, o sea, 20 años ha trabajado en la cocina y el deseo de él es siempre tener su propio negocio. ¿Cómo está haciendo el negocio ahorita? Muy bueno, gracias a Dios. ¿Y cómo está haciendo el negocio ahorita?
El negocio, pues hace un año que abrimos el negocio, en julio ya cumplimos el año y apenas nos estamos dando a conocer. Ahorita está llegando más y más.
¿Y qué estás vendiendo?
Vendemos carnitas, vendemos chicharrones también, vendemos papitas, huesito, longaniza, chorizo, carne de puerco.
¿Cómo está el negocio ahorita?
Gracias a Dios está bien.
¿Y te gusta más vendiendo las vegetales aquí en el mercado en vez que vendiéndolo afuera?
Sí, está fresco y es una buena localidad, se vende mucho.
¿Por qué tú quieres que personas vengan a comprar tu producto?
Porque es fresco, fresh every day. Lo tengo
Vamos bien, estamos dándonos a conocer con la comunidad, es algo nuevo, pero sé que las cosas van a estar mejor porque Bradenton y Sarasota tienen que enterarse de que está Oneco Farmers Market aquí y que nos vamos a quedar por mucho tiempo porque es una excelente oportunidad para que la gente venga y lleve todo en un solo lugar.
¿Cuánto tú comenzaste acá en el mercado?
Aquí en el mercado tengo 1 año, pero en la costura ya tengo 26 años desde México.
So she had her own business in Mexico for 26 years, and then 1 year she came here. She started doing this in the market. She had the idea of wanting to sew once she got here, but obviously she had to begin somewhere, so she started doing the restaurants and stuff. And then she cared about like how she wanted to, then decided that she wanted to do it finally on her own. And so she did it on Facebook. That's where her main source was Facebook. And then she heard about the marketplace that it was looking for vendors, and so she immediately contacted them. The owner of this place is Juan, and he sells Colombian jeans and push-ups. All of his products are from Colombia.
Aprende un poquito de todo lo que somos los hispanos. Este lugar enamora porque tiene un pedacito de cada una de nuestros países. Lo encuentra aquí en el Oneco Farmers Market.
I think apart from maybe just a handful of people, most people here really came in with a vision and a dream and executed. You know, slowly we've become the community center for all of Oneco. We're really kind of just that one standalone gem in the area, and everyone's gravitating to us.